And whose team is this? Is this your team? Or is this your daddy's team?
Thanks for listening to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. Here's your host, Andy Carlson.
Welcome back to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. I'm your host, Andy Carlson, at Andy Carlson Show on the Twitter machine. I'm a father. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you're either there, Chiefy, so let's try and learn something together today. Website is dadmodepod.com. If you want to tweet us, at dadmodepod, or just use the hashtag dadmode. Today, we are currently in a deep freeze in the wonderful great state of Minnesota, and it is it's like negative 10 in most spots. Up north, I think in Ely, E-L-Y, it's like negative 30, so it's great, wonderful. So heading into the weekend, and also, hell, during the week, like some schools are straight up just canceling school because it's so cold, and it does make sense because a lot of the kids are being transported by bus, so you got kids waiting outside for buses, etc. Like there's a lot of not great variables because even though we're a tough, hardy breed up here in the great state of Minnesota. It's if you're outside and not properly dressed, and you know kids don't want to wear anything, right? So they'll haphazardly wear their coat, and they won't wear a scarf or gloves, or they won't wear proper shoes. Like, I don't want to wear the boots. So then they'll wear their, their summer sneakers, and, they won't wear a stocking cap. And then basically, if they're outside for like 5 minutes, they're dead. Yeah, cool. So understandable about schools, but then it falls back on the parents on both days where school's canceled as well as weekends. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, there's only in Minnesota, like even when it's just like normal cold, like you can get outside, you can enjoy it, you can build a snowman or go sledding, you can go ice fishing, you can go ice skating or pond hockey and all that stuff. But like, what do you do when when the weather is prohibitive, like, right, where, it's going to be like negative temperatures all weekend long, and you don't want to be outside playing hockey. You don't want to do all of that stuff, and you can only make so many trips to the Mall of America, right? So today we're talking about 5 things that we do at home, just trying to entertain Margaret, keep her mind going as, we're getting, it's only late January, already starting to get a little bit of cabin fever going on, but I guess that's not uncommon, right? And frankly, depending where you're at in the country, like here in Minnesota, it's we've had an odd winter. I think the term is like Indian winter, which it's not correct nowadays, but just a very mild winter where we're getting temperatures of high 20s and 30s and 40s throughout December and through January. So we were actually kind of spoiled. Like this is more normal weather for January up here, but I mean, we're through it, right? So we're in shorts throughout most of January, just going to and from the gym. It's just like, what's up? No big deal. And even now, I can tell as you get older, like the weather and changes, especially in like humidity or barometric pressure or whatever the term is, like you feel it in the joints. You can. You just got like an ankle that just like aches when it's going to rain or it's going to snow. You can feel it coming on. It's like, oh, I guess those aren't old wives' tales. Yeah, it's crazy. But, all right, so the first one that we do, and, this is going to sound a little gauche, but just straight up watching TV. Yeah. And it keeps the kid entertained, and, like, I know, like, the past couple of generations of parents, like, I only limit my child to X number of hours watching television. Well, good luck. I mean, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. That's what Mike Tyson said. And everyone does have this plan. It's like, oh, my raising of the kids is exactly going to be like Chip and Joanna Gaines and like all of these people on all these magazines and stuff. And we're going to have crafts time and all of these things. And the kids are going to be so well behaved. But, all right, what are you going to do when the kid refuses to eat your cucumber slices with cottage cheese snack? All he or she wants is like sugar and Captain Crunch, and is throwing a tantrum on the floor, throwing themselves down. They got the flu. You got the flu. Everyone's tired. Everyone's cranky. And the best way to completely turn this thing around, get some peace for an hour or two in the domicile, is turn on Cookie Swirl C. Yeah. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to turn on Cookie Swirl C. And here's the thing, too. Like, you can feel a little guilty about it, but do you really feel guilty about it? I mean, let's be honest. Like, how many hours do we spend in our own little world when we're with the kids, too, where they got the TV, they're watching Cookie Swirl C, or Margaret calls him Cookie Fan. I want to watch Cookie Fan. Because that's how the jabroni lady addresses people. Hi, Cookie Fans. So she just calls it Cookie Fan. So if I slip up, that's the reason. So she'll be watching that on TV or on tablet or whatever, and then the wife is reading or doing puzzles or so if the kid is on the tablet watching Cookie Fan, and then the wife is watching whatever on TV, and then I'm watching Narcos on my phone. Yeah, because here's the tough thing, too, when you get older, because if watching TV that you want to watch or movies that you want to watch with young kids, it's tough. It's really not compatible, right? So sometimes I'll watch whatever I want to watch. It can be sports. It can be MMA. It can be a little bit dirtier, more adult movies or TV. Well, not like adult, but you know what I mean. So watching them in the office or the other room or the other TV. But also sometimes it's just nice to... I know that so many people thumb their nose at it's like, well, are you really spending time together if you're all in the same room and you're all on your own devices? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And it may be a generational thing. It may be I'm just jaded to this is how technology's progressed. But also, if you want to do like the magazine cutout cover of like, oh, all of these kids are literally spinning yarn on a loom together. Oh, and they just love everything. It's so great. Well, once you get out of your quasi-Amish, quasi-frontier, pioneer woman fantasy world, yeah, like the kids are going to have phones, kids are going to have tablets, kids are going to have friends, they're going to do all of that stuff, and yeah, may as well lean into it. It's fine. So, the great thing too is just putting on the YouTube app on the TV, and then you pick a video, Cookie Swirl C, and then just plays the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. It's great. Or, yeah, if you want to go educational, PBS is still always delightful, or even on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, there are all these streaming shows that are educational, where the kid does learn something as opposed to just watching just random ass cartoons, right? And that is a good way to pass some of the hours. Number two, I just talk so much crap about arts and crafts, but I mean, yeah, like legit arts and crafts where, I mean, kids do like it, except it's not going to be the be all end all. Like they'll be into it for a while, like that in board games, then they'll want to do something else. But something that Margaret's really likes now is she likes practicing cutting. Well, that sounds bad, but you got the Fisker scissors, with the rounded edges, and they're actually just kind of dull, like they barely cut through construction paper. But yeah, don't give a kid a sharp scissors because they may cut themselves, but give them a dull one where they're just basically just going to be like jamming that thing against a piece of paper. Why won't this cut paper, etc. Yeah. So what she likes to do is like we'll give her the junk mail, like the shoppers, like the weekly ads that still come in the mail because people, for some reason, still think that you read weekly ads as opposed to just looking on your phone. And she'll just like cut them up, and we'll get into practice of, hey, cut out all the pictures of the fruit, and then we'll paste them on a piece of colored construction paper. And, it's super cheap. It's super easy. And the kid enjoys it. Then you put it on the fridge for a while, and it's like, cool. These 88 cents a pound grapes on this construction paper. Huzzah! And it is kind of fun. And as well as, kids nowadays, they like the slime, where I really see the appeal. Because you make the slime, you hold it, and then you throw it away. It's kind of like, okay, cool. Like I guess kid just likes the texture, and you can put sparkles and stuff into the slime. So I guess that's kind of neat. Sure. As well as, kids always love painting and coloring and all that stuff, and Margaret's really big into that. Something that you should also be really big into is your laundry. And here's the thing, like all of the detergents and all of the dryer sheets are just like, they're spendy, and then they make you itch. It's like, nah, you don't want that. Drops delivers powerful, eco-friendly cleaning products directly to your door, from laundry detergent pods to dishwater detergent pods. Got you covered. Selling direct to you. You avoid the middle man. Offer the products for a fraction of the price offered by their competitors, which is kind of nice. It's pretty amazing. Plus, you don't have to have a trip to the store because we're out of laundry detergent. No. Drops products are packaged in the most sustainable way as well. Plastic-free compostable box doubles as a shipping container, which is pretty amazing. Yeah. Also cruelty-free, not tested on animals. They believe in kindness, not in taking harmful shortcuts. Manufactured in the United States as well. Manufactured in the USA. Proud to offer their effective green cleaning products manufactured right here in our own backyard. They believe in supporting local jobs, communities, small businesses, and fair wages. And we've tried all of their products. Like the detergents are amazing. The laundry smells phenomenal. And also, you don't have that like chemically smell or feel to it. It's always nice. Also, the dishwater pods as well. Plus, here's what's really big, and the wife loves this: the extra large wool dryer balls. And you don't have to buy those fabric softener sheets anymore. You toss one of the balls in; they're all color coordinated to whatever load of laundry that you got, and they're just kind of neat. Save time, energy, and money with their handmade, all natural wool dryer balls. Visit drops.com/dadmode. That's drops.com/dadmode, and enter Dad Mode as well for an extra 30% off your first order of convenient, plastic-free, eco-friendly cleaning. Every drop counts. All right, so back to things to do when it's like super cold, crazy out. Yeah. Number 3, cooking or baking. Yeah. Margaret really likes getting involved, as I feel like most kids do, just baking things, like putting together all the mix, measuring things out. She's just a good little helper. So whether the wife is baking something or we're making pizza on a Friday night, she just likes getting her hands in there and teaching her the steps. Wash your hands, dry your hands, and then get ready to go, and then roll your sleeves up, and then do this and that. And in Christmas, during Christmas, when we were decorating cookies and whatnot, that's when she really got into it. Yeah, a little bit of frosting, like all of the sprinkles, of the sprinkles. I guess that doubles as arts and crafts too. But yeah, because you're going to be inside, and cold weather, being indoors just lends itself to baked goods. I don't know what it is. Because Margaret and I made banana bread. Yeah, then she just loved like getting in there with the butter and the sugar and the mashing up the bananas. It was really fun. Yeah. 2 more to go. Number 4, roughhousing. It's just straight up going at it. So we got a home gym at the house, and we got a couple of mats, so sometimes we roll around on that, or even just being on the bed and just like wrestling around and yeah, having the kid like try and tackle you and like pin you, like sort of wrestling style. It is fun, and plus it's a good way to have them burn off some energy. And yeah, I do let Margaret jump on the bed. Like, I know that's sort of gauche, sort of a no bueno thing to do, but I mean, she enjoys it, and we're very aware, and we tell her that, hey, only jump when Daddy is here, and then also don't tell Mom. Yeah, that whole thing. But it's boy or girl or whatever, it is just really fun to have them just get really worked up, wound up. You're throwing them around, you toss them into a pillow, you hip check them, and all that stuff, and it's just a fun time. And last one, number 5, so school related items. And it's good to go on, like, Margaret's preschool has an app, so we can go through and look at the syllabus and see what they're working on. So if they're working on letters or shapes or something like that, and, just take some time, get the little whiteboard out and just have her practice, drawing S's or G's or Q's or Z's or whatever it is, or just working on shapes and drawing shapes and stuff. And yeah, it's a way where you're spending time with the kid. It's educational, got their mind working a little bit too, and then get a little bit ahead in school as well. So everybody's a winner, right? Just like everyone's a winner for tuning into the show. Thanks for listening in to hear me cackle on about parenting, being a dad, all that good stuff. And tell a friend, spread the word. Show's available on iTunes, Stitcher, Aha Radio as well. And follow me on Twitter at Andy Carlson Show. The show is at DadMoPod, and the website, as always, that's the other one. Yeah, dadmopod.com. But until next time, be a man, be a father, go dad mode, and we'll smell you later.
Think the episode you just heard is worth $1? Well, send it our way. Visit dadmodepod.com/support to find out how. Be a man, be a father. Go dad mode. The music is created and produced by Deeb. To hear more of his tracks, visit soundcloud.com/Deeb.